a Renault Sunfast 3200. It's called Exocet. It's based in Gosport, and the clubs I'm a member of are SORC and JOG, the Junior Offshore Group. I didn't say I was a kid. I didn't start sailing until I was about 30. And I was working in the meteorology department at Reading University, and they ran a weather and sailing field trip, and I was like, I'm going to get on that as staff. So I did that, and I loved it. And I got the chance to sail across the channel, and loved that. And that's when I saw so many couples, and the bloke could be steering the boat and shouting at the poor woman who was jumping off with the lines, and I thought, I'm not having that. I'm going to do the courses, and I'll learn how to do it. And then the year after that, I signed up with one of the sailing schools to do the real Fastnet, and to jump straight into it. Because I could do my day skip and I could do maths and science, I was navigating Fastnet. So that's how I got into sailing, and then I got into dinghy sailing a lot after. So the wrong way round. The real highlight of this race for me was the close racing, the fantastically close racing. So I was racing myself in Jangada, and we were neck and neck match racing, basically to the Scillies and to the Fastnet Rock, and that was superb. But all around those boats, so there was Pierrick and Zephyrin. He was in airless range all the time, and I knew he was a very good sailor, so just keeping in touch with him was very motivating. So for me, it was all about that competition. On the way back from the Rock, I was, boat lengths away from Wasabi, and we were so close at the finish. 100 miles later, I don't know who finished first. So that was what made it for me. Was that close racing, the intensity, boats all around, good boats sailing well, and just motivating me to keep in touch, keep going. That was the real highlight for me. There were a few lowlights. I mean, the rough weather was hard. That was quite tough. The light airs were hard for the opposite reason, which is just the motivation of keeping your boat racing. But the hardest thing for me was going the wrong way at the Isles of Scilly. I went from being right up there to losing lots of ground. And when I saw Jangada, who was now 18 miles ahead rather than 2 miles behind, and I knew I had to just short tack up against the wind and the tide, and every minute I was just losing ground, and that was the low light. It wasn't the roughness, it wasn't being shaken around, having my boat fall apart around me, or whatever. It was knowing I made a mistake, and I was, and I was going to have to suffer for it. Probably the biggest challenge of my life. Non-stop racing for 5 days, whilst trying to push the boat as hard as you can, but still eating, looking after yourself, sleeping, navigating, doing everything. That's pretty tough. What I would like to do, I think, is encourage more female sailors to sail, because what I hope I've been proved in competing on level terms with men in this race, getting a pretty decent result, is that women can do this just as easily as men can. Yes, you work on your strength a little bit, physically, but pick a boat that suits you. But most of this race is about mental toughness. It's about decision making. It's about navigation, choosing where to go. There is no reason why women can't compete on absolutely equal terms as men. So if you fancy doing it, whether you just fancy starting yacht racing as a woman, whether you fancy starting dinghy racing, cruising, or if you want to do something mad like solo Fastnet, just do it. There's no reason why you can't. Absolutely no reason why you can't.
And so
it depends where you start from, obviously. But I mean, for me, what's helped me in my sailing is when I've done fully crewed racing, is to try all the different jobs. So, don't let someone pigeonhole you. Don't let someone say, oh, you're a woman, you can do the pit. That's how I first started, although I could navigate, so I got to navigate. So try and do everything, Have a go at bow. Get tolerably good at bow. Make sure you get some steering, If you're not good for steering a race, steer on the way home. Try everything. And the other thing I would say, in particular to women skippers, or to women sailors in general, is I think one of the things that's different about women is they're less pushy. Men will go, you say to a man, do you want to have a go at this? And I'll go, okay, I'll have a go. You often say to a woman, do you want to have a go at this? And well, I'm not sure I can do it well enough. So push yourself, have a go, try it, push yourself, because you can do it. And that to me is the most interesting thing about this race. You've got to juggle so many things. You've got to conserve yourself, you've got to conserve your boat, but it's how you optimise how you spend your energy between the navigation, the looking after yourself, looking after your boat, sailing the boat hard, all those things. That's the real fascinating thing about it from my point of view. And that doesn't require brute strength.